What's going on, guys? How we doing, swing yarders? All right, let me just double check. So we're gonna do the par 3 today, round 2. Played a pretty good round 1. I think we shot, let's look real quick. There we are, let's see, par 3. Just checking where we're at with scoreboard. So leaders at 22 less. You are such a beast. I shot minus 9 in round 1. I don't know if we're going to get to minus 13 in round 2, especially with these settings. As I look at the settings here, we got fairways are hard, greens are hard. There's a little bit of elevation. I think it's 890 feet. No, 980 feet. That's right behind the video on the screen. And then, let's see, Stimp's only 11. Okay, so that's playable. But let me just double check audio here, and then we'll get cracking. Okay, load that onto here. 80 feet, that's right behind the video on the screen. Yeah, perfect. All right, we're rocking and rolling. So let's get going here. Let's get back over to here. So, okay, 131 up 8. It's a little elevation. So it's like 139, but actually I'm just gonna go a little bit more. I got a little draw. Probably only need 130, 131 here. That should be enough to get it up there. It's gonna bounce pretty hard. $126, but a really good line. If I can get there, yeah, love it. Yeah, you can see that bounces pretty hard. So gave me a little extra. Plus you got the elevation. Hey, tear it up. What's up, Lamp? How we doing, buddy? All right, 11 Stimp. That should be about right. Yeah. All right, so thinking 14-foot putt. Oh, I did pull that. I tend to agree with it. Thanks, buddy. Hopefully we can play a little better golf. I think I found the swing back a little bit. Man, you have some of those days, though, where, like, the timing feels off. My wrists are getting involved. Like, it just feels terrible. But we're back. Wish I would have made that putt. That would have been a great start. I'm looking for about 120 carry here. Maybe 122 even with the wind. No, 120 is good. 121. It's hooking a little more than I wanted. Stop right there. But, all right, a couple good strikes to start, even though that wasn't perfect result. Let's see if we can make a putt. All right, again, let me just double check. It is 11, yeah. All right, so 27 up 4. Right there, so 31-foot putt. See if I can't not yank this one. Stay up, stay up. Pretty good try. At least a better stroke. Sounds like you need another golf trip. I know, it's been a whole week, so I should probably be looking to go hit up another couple courses. You're absolutely right, Lamp. Like I said, I played so well on that trip, and then I come back to my sim, and I just can't even find the ball with my club face. You know, it's golf sometimes, though. All right, 130 is probably a good carry distance here. 128, kind of skied it though. Might not get there, bounce hard. Oh, that's a terrible bounce. Literally one more foot and that is in the circle. Now we are graced with a very challenging, this on hard fairways, hard greens is next to impossible to get this close to the hole, but so we can do. I'm probably going to be, 10, 15 feet past the hole here. Just, you got to give yourself a putt at it. That was honestly just, I don't know if I could do that again. That's what I wanted. That was amazing. Literally hit the side hill. I mean, I hit it 34.8, so I kind of lofted it enough. I'm glad we didn't drop a stroke there. So, all right. Nice lob wedge here. Probably want about 95. $97 with spin. If it gets to the right, bounce hard right. It did. Might spin back. Get in there. Good shot there. All right. Can you go over sand shots specifically? Low ones deep in the bunker. I feel like I need to add 10 to 15 yards greenside. So it can be, yeah, a very good question, Lamp. So the way I kind of usually view it, so greenside is, you know, minus 30 or 40% as opposed to like fairway bunkers that are only going to lose 7% or something like that. All that data is online if you want to find the exact numbers, by the way. I always just sort of estimate it. But so I almost just play it like a real bunker shot. And typically when I'm around the greens, it's often like the distance I have is about the distance I want to carry it. But you know, it's kind of shot dependent, especially with hard greens and hard fairways. The more loft you can get on it, the more it's going to land a little bit softer. And so, I mean, that's something to take in mind. But oftentimes, I'm probably hitting it about the distance that I have. But each sand shot, I mean, if you're uphill, downhill, there's a good birdie. You need to add 10 to 15 yards greenside. Yeah. So it's not necessarily a static number, 10 to 15 yards. It kind of depends on the bunker shot. And I mean, if it's hard and running away from you, I mean, I'm barely trying to get that thing on the green. If it's soft, I'm definitely trying to carry it like the whole way. But hopefully that helps clear it up a little bit. All right, 102 is a little between clubs, but let's see what we can do here. Looking for about 102. Got 102, pushed it just a hair. Come on back. Really like that one. Where did my ball go? Bounced right back at me. No, I'll get it later. All right, so a couple good wedge shots. But hopefully, oh, that helps a little bit, Lamp. It's not a perfect science by any means, but that's kind of how I think about it. All right, 9 feet. It's just those two, right? Okay, 10-footer. Yeah, flat, okay. All right, 2 good birdies in a row. That's how we should be playing this, with wedges in hand every time. But my wedge game is something that needs work. All right. So 129 up 6. So 135, but it's downwind. Club to hit, club to hit. We're gonna try and push a gap wedge there. With this much wind and the hard settings, I'm trying for about 122 carry. Oh, I hit it really good, but pulled it. Stay there, bounce. Yeah, that's way too far. All right, so typically this is a pretty easy up and down. On hard settings though, going way downhill like this, it is made a lot more difficult. I'm actually going, sorry, I'm just trying to see the green here. I actually almost want to go, because the first bounce is actually going to go right. Okay, so 13. I only need to carry this basically 5. I mean, that's about as good as I can do. Again, that's really happy with that. All right, 96. I already got my club in hand. 96, that's about the carry I want here. Lob wedge. Oh, fanned it a little bit, darn it. And it's spinning a ton. That's gonna come off the front probably. Oh, it's spinning back up the hill. All right, well, at least I'll have a putt at it. Not my best strike there. All right, so 24, only up 2 inches. Kind of actually comes back at the end a little bit. I like that. Again, the part where I'm hitting it the hardest is at the beginning, so it's going to miss some of that break. 26 feet. Get over to the right. Get over to the right. Oh, that's so lucky. Ooh, they gave me one there. They gave me one there. Woo. All right, take it and run. Take it and run. That did not deserve to go in. Okay. One step. It's probably not enough club into the wind like that. So we're actually going to hit a gap wedge instead of a sand wedge. It's pretty smooth. Oh my, that was a straight up chunk. Look at that, you can see it on the screen. You can see me hitting the turf before the ball. That was a really bad miss. Bummer. All right, and now we are really tested with the short game here. Move this up here. Okay. Nice flippity floppity hippity hoppity. Go, go. That was a little too soft, I would agree. Kind of slid under it. Actually hit it okay, just didn't hit it hard enough. I got this putt for par, which is not ideal, but we can make this. So 19 flat putt. Beginning, it's not going to do much. That's a pretty good line right there. I like that. Okay, so I'm thinking 20 feet here. The one that's moving the fastest is actually past the hole, so 20 feet. Should come hard. Wow, 2 putts in a row. 2 putts in a row. We read that one right, didn't we? All right. Okay, so 190, but again, we got a little bit of elevation. Probably brings me closer to 182, plus the wind is maybe 175, plus the bounce. So I'm actually going to hit an 8-iron here and think like 165. If I can hit a good one, that should be about right with the wind, elevation, and the big bounce off the hard settings. That was absolutely perfect. Get up there. Get up there. Just a minor miscalculation. But that's, I was also okay with that. Again, I wanted to get 165, so another 2 yards would have helped. Maybe it would have bounced forward a little bit more. Let's see, this is pretty straight putt though, isn't it? Just a hair that way. So 36 up 10, so we're looking at maybe 46 feet. Hard part is hitting these straight. And I did not. I pushed that really bad. But that's a tough hole to birdie. I actually hit a great shot there. Hoosier, what's up, buddy? Let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. All right, so 114. 114. I'd love to get back on the birdie train here. So this is a sand wedge, looking for like 110 to 112. I keep opening up. 32-degree launch angle. I mean, guys, that's just not how you hit a wedge. Now I'm going to have a long putt if I'm even still on the green. That's just got to be better. All right, what does it do at the end of the putt? Kind of comes back a little bit, so this might be pretty good right there. 47, 57, 67. I mean, this is a 70-foot putt. Nice wedge. Just go, 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 go. Hit that perfectly straight. Just not quite enough juice. Ooh, not a gimme here. All right, the one I'm on is pretty flat. Those are cruising though, you see that? All right, like that. Yeah, that should be pretty good. So we're putting uphill so we can kind of hit it towards the back of the cup. So 9, like 10 and a half, 11 feet. That's a tough flip out there. Bummer. All right. Probably only need 100 here. Again, there's elevation, there's the settings are hard, so 100 should get me there. .93, but not a ton of spin. Bounce hard. Just not. I just hit a couple wedges before this, and I felt like I had it figured out. Now I'm starting to fan them again. Again, 32 launch angle. You guys, if you're paying attention, that is not how you hit a wedge. That is basically a flop shot with a wedge. It's what I'm kind of working on here. All right, 46 feet. Again, great angle, perfectly straight putt, not enough juice. Okay, 10, almost 11 feet here. All right, at least we didn't 3-putt that one. Come on now. All right, pitching wedge. So 131 into the wind. This is gonna draw back. I don't need to necessarily hit this one all that hard. I'm actually gonna choke up just a little bit. I really like it. Stay left and we're good. There it is. All right, it's a good shot. Come on, don't give me a putt that's mean. Hey, that's pretty fair. All right, what is your ideal beer for that wedge? So typically my goal for a lob wedge is under 30. I can hit it 24. That's really low, but that's more of a, maybe a drive, like a 60-yard shot where your hands are way in front. Under 30 is probably my answer. Hoosier, for a lob wedge. All right. Actually, let's go straight at the hole here, I think. 9 feet. There we go. Take advantage of that one. 170. I think this is, again, an 8-iron. Man, if I could hit that same 8-iron, hit a couple holes ago. Yeah, the launch angle on wedges, I'm coming through with my hands almost behind the club. You just got to hit it with your hands in front of the club. It's just not something I have dialed in right now. I'm working on it. Probably remember from last stream how lost my swing was. Great line. It's got to go a little bit. Again, we have elevation, a lot of bit. I actually thought that was going to be about 4 yards short. Miscalculation on my end. The wind was pretty heavy into us, but again, with the elevation, the hard bounces, just have these long putts, hole after hole after hole. All right, so 35, 45, pretty much 50-foot putt. It's a good strike. Get over there. Get over there. That was in the middle, but I'm not going to be mad that I didn't make a 50-foot putt. All right, Hoosier, let's see if we can do better on this one. So, for me, it's a lot in my transition. You just need to, the easier you make it, the better it's probably going to be. Sometimes that's so much harder to do, though. That right there, just sit now, and that's really good. Oh, that's unfortunate. That would have stopped too. But that's much more of like a solid strike, right? That's what I've been trying to get better at, hands in front. Yeah. Like even that's just 29.8, but I mean, it's so much easier to control if you can just be consistent with it, right? See, now these are the shots, guys, on hard that are just a little goofy. So I'm gonna barely tap this thing, and I have a feeling it's gonna run a long ways. Yeah, look at that. I mean, I hit it a yard. Not even a yard. There's no way that even went a yard. But it was downhill a lot, so it kind of ran away. Is what it is. We're going to make this putt, so solid 9 feet here. Go. Yep. Babied it. Golly, guys. I hit good shots, and then I still make bogey. We started out hot here, and we have been one over since hole 5. Yowza. All right. Couple holes left. Let's fix it. Okay, looking at 95 to 100. $97 with spin. There's a good one. Bounce hard. Bounce hard. It's going to spin. Oh, that spun a lot. Shoot. Very makeable, though. Let's make this one. Up 2 inches. Doesn't do that much after those first 2, so I think there's good. So 12, 13, 14 feet. Ooh, rammed it in, but I'll take the birdie. All right, this is basically the same shot. Let's see if we can hit another good one. What are we looking at up there for? Yes, we got it. Probably hit this one. Probably got to get to, yeah, 98 or more to make sure we get it on the green. It doesn't mean go faster in transition. That's the thought here. 103 with spin. Love it. Okay, sit now. Sit now. Come on back. Come on back. Go, go, go. Beautiful. I hit 30 on that, but that felt a lot more smooth for me. A lot of that's just in my transition, you know. Right there. Okay, 9 feet. All right, a couple of good birdies there. 164. What's it look like beforehand here? Downwind, shorter's better. So this is going to be looking for like 148 yard 9-iron. Be an ideal carry. Pretty stock 9-iron. So let's just make a good swing. Oh my. Nope. Yanked it hard. It's going to make for a tough up and down. Is the par 3 tour on SGT? Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah, par 3 tour is, let's see, so if I bring this over, right here. Yeah, so then you look at the leaderboard. I'm not logged in, but we're sitting right here. Oh, I need this up and down bad. We're doing all right. It's one of those where I feel like I am scoring well, but I am not hitting the ball that well. Sometimes I'd prefer to be hitting the ball well than scoring. But all right, 15 is going to be downhill a lot. I mean, are you freaking kidding me? That's just so dumb. What am I supposed to do there? Well, A, not miss on that side, but. So this is another chip. Like, is this gonna run out another 20 yards on these hard settings? Okay, so I am literally barely getting this on the green. Come on, these settings are so dumb. All right, well, I just lost second place. If we can make this, we got a chance, but that's just so dumb. Guys, I'm hitting that a foot uphill, and it's going 13 uphill. All right, we got this. Scramble mode engaged. Yeah, frustrated with that. I mean, it's partially, that's why I hit the 9-iron in the first place, so that I wouldn't be long and right, and then I absolutely spanked the crap out of it, and I'm long and right in the bunker on the side hill. But those little chips, like, I understand the hard settings. I actually appreciate them. It does make it a lot harder. But those little chips just need to be, they need to change something with that. If I'm chipping the ball a yard up the slope, it cannot go 13. Like, what are you supposed to do there? All right. This is a tough putt. Is that enough, do you think? That first one is so fast. I think we got to go one more. Again, I can only hit this 12. Actually, I'm going to go even one more, because we got to kind of lay this one in. Let it drop in the side door. 12. Yeah, hit it a little too hard. I think that was the right line. If I just would hit a little softer, I hit that a little harder than I was planning. With how much break I was trying to play, that makes sense that I missed it long. But stupid hole, I'm not real thrilled about that, but I'd love to make a birdie here and get tied for third again. I mean, honestly, yeah, I probably should be flopping it. That's probably the play. But I mean, I'm hitting it a yard with a wedge. That's just a little pitching wedge bump and run. All right, let's make a good swing here. Let's end on a good note. 116, looking for 108. Just took too much off it. Go, go. 108 would have been perfect. All right, make a putt. Let's go. Let's see, what do you have? Better chance, yeah, the flop, for sure. I should have just missed this green and tried it. Problem is that the flop is hard on turf when you're flopping it like 2 yards, you know? All right, 25 up 6. I think that's pretty good there. So 31. Come on, let's make this one. 31. Oh, it's super hard. Hit the hole. Look at that. Let's go. Let's go. Give you a better chance. Yeah. There we go. Love it, guys. So let's see. Let's load it back up. What an ugly finish. 3 birdies and a double. All right, so where does that put us? I mean, I can't even come close to you, Wes. You are a maniac. Oh, lost out to that guy anyways, but so that birdie didn't really get us much unless more people come in around 12. But still, if we finish top 5, obviously there's it's only Wednesday, so more people will play. But thank you, Lamp. Yeah, appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If any of you are watching and haven't subscribed yet, much appreciated if you can. Otherwise, that's all the time I have for today, so that's all I'll be streaming. So until next time, take care, guys. Appreciate you, boys.